Hi and welcome to my channel Hot Wheels Anonymous, where we enjoy all things Hot Wheels. Are you a Hot Wheels history buff? Do you enjoy watching Hot Wheel cars being raced and reviewed? Are you infinitely curious about collecting die-cast cars, buying, sales and trading? Do you want to know the stories behind some of the coolest cars, all while learning? HWA is a channel for all types of car people, from JDM diehards to American muscle car enthusiasts, and everything in between. Every week, we give you new episodes of Hot Wheels' most popular collections. Whether your favorite car is the Skyline GT-R, the Dodge Challenger, Nissans, BMW, Acura, Jaguar, or Bugatti, we've got you covered. You don't have to be an expert to enjoy our videos, we have something for everyone. Thank you for watching Hot Wheels Anonymous. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe and enjoy the channel. Hot Wheels. The original Hot Wheels were made by Elliott Handler. Handler discovered his son Kenneth playing with Matchbox cars, and decided to create a line to compete with Matchbox. Hot Wheels were originally conceived by Handler to be more like Hot Rod, customized/modified, or even caricaturized or fantasy cars, often with big rear tires, superchargers, flame paint jobs, outlandish proportions, and hood blowers, as compared to Matchbox cars which were generally small-scale models of production cars. He began producing the cars with assistance from fellow engineers. In addition to the cars themselves, Mattel produced a racing track set, sold separately. Though it would be updated throughout the years, the original track consisted of a series of bright orange road sections, pieced together to form an oblong, circular racetrack, with one, or sometimes two, superchargers, faux service stations through which cars passed on the tracks, featuring battery-powered spinning wheels, which would propel the cars along the tracks. An important feature here was Hot Wheels' use of wide, hard plastic tires that created much less friction and tracked more smoothly than the narrow metal or plastic wheels used on contemporary Matchboxes. Hot Wheels cars were designed to roll easily and at high speeds, which was a great innovation at the time. The Hot Wheels brand was a staggering success. The series completely disrupted the industry for small die-cast car models from 1968 onwards, forcing the competition at Matchbox and elsewhere to completely rethink their concepts, and to scramble to try to recover lost ground. Harry Bentley Bradley did not think that would be the case, and had quit Mattel to go back to the car industry. When the company asked him to come back, he recommended a good friend, Ira Guilford. Guilford, who had just left Chrysler, quickly accepted the job of designing the next Hot Wheels models. Some of Hot Wheels' greatest cars, such as the Twin Mill and Splitting Image, came from Ira Guilford's drawing board. The success of the 1967 line was solidified and consolidated with the 1969 releases, with which Hot Wheels effectively established itself as the hottest brand of small toy car models in the USA. Splitting Image, Torero, Turbo Fire, and Twin Mill were part of the Show and Go series, and are the very first original in-house designs by Hot Wheels. The initial prototypes of the Beach Bomb were faithful to the shape of a real VW Type 2 bus, and had two surfboards sticking out the back window, in a nod to the VW's perceived association with the surfing community, and the slang term for a person who spends much time surfing a beach bum. During the fledgling Hot Wheels era, Mattel wanted to make sure that each of the cars could be used with any of the playsets and stunt track sets. Unfortunately, testing showed that this early version, now known among collectors as the Rear Loader Beach Bomb, or RLBB, was too narrow to roll effectively on Hot Wheels track or be powered by the supercharger, and was too top-heavy to negotiate high-speed corners. Hot Wheels designers Howard Rees and Larry Wood modified the casting, extending the side fenders to accommodate the track width, as well as providing a new place on the vehicle to store each of the plastic surfboards. The roof was also cut away and replaced by a full-length sunroof, to lower the center of gravity. Nicknamed the side loader by collectors, this was the production version of the Beach Bomb. 1970 Hot Wheels. 1970 was a very successful year for Hot Wheels, so Mattel came up with a new advertising slogan for the cars: "Go with the winner." 43 new cars appeared that year, including the Sizzlers and Heavyweights lines. Howard Rees, who worked with Ira Guilford, was tired of designing cars. He wanted to work on the major Matt Mason action figure toy lineup. Rees had a good friend by the name of Larry Wood, whom he worked with at Ford designing cars. When Wood found out about Hot Wheels at a party Rees was holding, Rees offered him the job of designing Hot Wheels models. Wood accepted, and by the end of the week, Wood was working at Mattel. Wood's first design was the Tri-Baby. After 36 years, Wood still works for Hot Wheels. Another designer, Paul Tam, joined Wood and Guilford. Tam's first design was the Whipped Creamer. Tam continued to work for Mattel until 1973. Among the many fantastic designs Tam thought up for Hot Wheels, some of the collectors' favorites include Evil Weevil, a Volkswagen Beetle with 2 engines, Open Fire, an AMC Gremlin with 6 wheels, 6-shooter, another 6-wheeled car, and the rare double-header, co-designed with Larry Wood. The year 1970 introduced the Snake and the Mongoose, a manufactured rivalry between two professional drag racers calling themselves the Snake and the Mongoose for the purposes of publicity. This was notably drag racing's first major non-automotive corporate sponsor, and the beginning of the NHRA's booming popularity with large-budget teams and championships. 1970 also introduced the first Silver Series, which contained 3 silver-painted models, the Boss Hoss, the Heavy Chevy, and the King Kuda, which were only obtainable through a mail-in offer that included a membership to the Hot Wheels Club. These 3 cars featured supercharged engines, featuring large roots blowers, without hoods, and open exhaust headers, after the style of drag racing cars of the era. Popular among children, these silver cars were considered faster than the rest of the Hot Wheels lineup, because they were supposedly heavier than the other gravity models, but the accuracy of this claim has never been tested under scientific conditions. However, 1972 and 1973 were slow years. Only 7 new models were made in 1972. Of the 24 models appearing for 1973, only 3 were new models. Also, the cars changed from Mattel's in-house Spectraflame colors to mostly drab, solid enamel colors, which mainstream Hot Wheels cars still use today. Due to low sales, and the fact that the majority of the castings were not reused in later years, the 1972-3 models are known to be very collectible. In 1974, Hot Wheels introduced its Flying Colors line, and added flashy decals and tampo-printed paint designs which helped revitalize sales. As with the lower friction wheels in 1968, this innovation was revolutionary in the industry, and although far less effective in terms of sales impact than in 1968, was copied by the competition, who did not want to be outmaneuvered again by Mattel product strategists. 1977 to 1988, the Blackwell era. In 1981, Hot Ones wheels were introduced, which had gold-painted hubs, and claimed to have thinner axles for greater speed, along with additional suspension compliance that older production Hot Wheels lacked. Ultra Hot Wheels were introduced in 1984, and looked something like the cast alloy wheels found on a 1980s-era high-trim Renault Fuego, or a Mazda 626, with 3 parallel dark lines cutting diagonally across the flat chrome face of the wheel, all 3 broken in the center to form 6 individual shorter lines. These new Ultra Hots claimed further speed improvements. Hot Wheels started offering models based on 1980s-era sports and economy cars, like the Pontiac Fiero or Dodge Omni 024, in addition to their typical hot rod and muscle car style offerings. In 1983, a new style of wheel called Real Riders was introduced, which featured real rubber tires. Despite the fact that they were very popular, the Real Riders line was short-lived, because of high production costs. In the late 1980s, the so-called Blue Card Blister Pack color scheme was introduced, which would become the basis of Hot Wheels colors still used today, original blister packs were red and yellow. 1989 to 1990 for the collector number era. In 1989, Mattel released collector numbers. Each car had its own number. The cards were all blue, for all blister packs released from 1989 to 1994. Numbers included went as high as 274, however, these were skip numbered, and numbers such as 48, 61, and 173 were not used. 1995 to 1999 the Hunt era. The year 1995 brought a major change to the Hot Wheels line, where the cars were split up into series. One was the 1995 model series, which included all of that year's new castings. In 1996, the model series was renamed to First Editions. 1995 also saw the introduction of the Treasure Hunt series. The rest of the series included 4 cars with paint schemes that followed a theme. For example, the Pearl Driver cars all had pearlescent paint. Sales for the series models soared, with another program also introduced that year called the Bonus Car Program, causing stores across the nation to have shortages. Purchasing the 4 car sets and sending in the packaging backs plus a handling fee gave you the opportunity to collect the bonus cars, one each released for each quarter of the year starting in 1996 through at least 2000. Several new wheel designs were also introduced in the 1990s. Mattel bought Tyco Toys in 1997. Along with the purchase came the company's old competitor Matchbox. Arguably the two dominant companies in Matchbox-sized cars were now under one roof. In 1998, Mattel celebrated the 30th anniversary of the Hot Wheels brand by replicating various cars and individual packaging from its 30-year history and packaging these replicated vehicles in special 30th anniversary boxes. In 1999, Hot Wheels Interactive was launched. 2000 present. A new generation of Hot Wheels designers came in. Eric Skern and Fraser Campbell, along with former designer Paul Tam's son, Alec Tam, joined the design team. Many still work for Mattel today. Skern's Seared Tuner, formerly Showstopper, graced the mainline packaging from 2000 to 2003. The Diora 2, one of only 2 Hot Wheels concept cars ever made into full-size, functional cars, was also released this year. In 2001, Mattel issued 240 mainline releases consisting of 12 treasure hunts, 36 first editions, 12 segment series with 4 cars each, and 144 open stock cars. Popular models that debuted include the Hyper Might and Fright bike. For 2002, the mainline consisted of 12 treasure hunts, 42 first editions, 15 segment series of 4 cars each, and 126 open stock cars. Popular new models included the '68 Cougar and the Nissan Skyline GT-R. Some cars from the first edition series are the Backdraft, Overboard 454, Vari 8, and Super Tsunami. Mattel released 36 new models, formerly first editions, 12 treasure hunts, with a hard-to-find regular version, and even rarer Super Treasure Hunt version of each with rubber Real Rider tires and Spectraflame paint, 12 teams of 4 cars each, formerly segment series, 24 code cars, codes imprinted inside the packaging that can be used to unlock web content, 12 track stars, formerly track aces, 24 mystery cars, packaged on a card with an opaque blister, so the buyer cannot see which car is inside without opening it, and 24 All-Stars, formerly open stock. In late 2006, a new package design for 2007 was released. Some 2006 cars and all 2007 cars are packaged on a blister card with the new design. Hot Wheels released a series called Modifighters, which are similar to Transformers except for the fact that they were originally cars and were modified into robots. The Modifighters names are Streetwise, Skullface, Livewire, Bedlam, Nightlife, Mr. Big, and QuickTime. In 2008, all the series and vehicles were relatively similar to 2007's cars. approximately 180 to 200 new vehicles were released. 2017 saw a major change in casting numbering. Since that moment, recolors are named with a different number than the original, thus causing the number limit of cars to expand to 365. The idea of numbering a casting with a number corresponding to their own series was also aborted. There were also some new mainline series introduced, such as Experimotors, cars with moving parts, or a secondary purpose, holiday racers, cars that have a holiday-based theme, Factory Fresh, a series including newer, sometimes older castings with fabric painting, and Camaro 50, a series dedicated to the Chevrolet Camaro and its 50th anniversary. In 2018, Hot Wheels celebrated its 50th anniversary. The style of the blister cards were changed again, depicting a city in the background of the car, thus emulating a Hot Wheels city theme. For that year, each blister card had a 50th anniversary logo. Hot Wheels also launched several collector-focused lines for that year, including Favorites, which was a series that consisted of 11 highly detailed vehicles, which were based on real cars, all with metal bodies and rubber tires. For this year, Hot Wheels also launched a display case, which could hold up to 48 cars, and could either stand up on its own, via attachable feet, or be mounted on a wall. Each display case came with an exclusive car. Starting in 2018, Hot Wheels launched a new program called the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. This program was originally launched to commemorate Hot Wheels' 50th anniversary. Each year, there are 18 Legends Tour events that are held at various Walmart locations across the United States. Over 111,000 people attend, and about 5,000 cars are entered at those events. At each event, one car is picked to be recreated as a potential new Hot Wheels casting. After all the events for that year conclude, one finalist is then picked to be the winner, and their car then gets recreated as a new Hot Wheels casting next year. Hot Wheels are looking for vehicles that embody the fun and creative spirit of Hot Wheels, which Hot Wheels Anonymous thanks you for watching. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe.